Hey guys, I'm here today with a tag video. I was tagged to do the Ride or Die makeup tag by Pamela Sanchez here on YouTube. I will link her channel down below. If you do not watch her, you should go watch her videos. She has great taste. She really likes amazing products. Like when she recommends something, I'm always wanting to try it. And she's like this close to convincing me to try the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. We'll see. She does makeup videos. She does weekend vlogs. I really enjoy her vlogs because her lifestyle is completely different than me. She has no kids. She's not married. She has a professional career, so it's just a lot different, and I really enjoy them. And she is so sweet. So go watch her if you do not. So anyways, I will get started with this, and I have to say it was kind of hard. I know it sounds crazy, but when it's like pick your favorite, like your favorite this, it's really hard. And some of these I didn't pick something because I just didn't think I really had a true favorite. So anyways, first question, favorite primer. I don't really use makeup primer. I don't think it really does anything for my skin. For eyeshadow primer, I don't actually have one right now that is like my all-time favorite. I really like the NARS. I like the Urban Decay Anti-Aging, but I wouldn't say either of them are like I have to go purchase this one above anything else. So I didn't want to mention it. But one I do like for my skin, it's not a traditional primer. It's the Dr. Jart BB Dissapore Beauty Balm. I do like to use this as a primer, but it's mainly to give me a little bit of coverage, and it just kind of like makes your skin look a little like more luminous and just pretty. I don't use it all the time because I do think it breaks me out, but if I'm going somewhere special, I guess, I will use this under my makeup, and I really like how it looks. Kind of like how that Tatcha water gel whatever moisturizer sample I used recently, kind of how that works. So I do like this, but any typical primers I don't think are, I mean, they just don't do anything for me. Okay, my favorite foundation, hands down, I discovered it this year, is the Lancome Tint Adult Ultra Wear Makeup Stick, and I have the shade 140N. I love this stuff. I have this much left, so I have used a decent amount. It makes my face look amazing. I would say it's, I don't know, medium coverage. You could maybe build it up to full. I use concealer in places I need it, so I don't pile this on. But it leaves the most natural look on your skin. It's almost like a petal. I know that sounds crazy, but it's just like so pretty and soft. I could skip powder if I really wanted to. I would say it's kind of like a, I don't know, just like a natural finish. Not matte, not dewy. It is amazing. If you have not tried this, please go try it. I think you would really like it. It is such good stuff. I'm trying to use up some other foundations right now, so I'm only letting myself use this on the weekend because I'm trying to use other ones like during the day. But this, I love it so much. And I know I've talked about other foundations in the past loving, but I've never liked one like I like this. I mean, I just love it. Great stuff. Okay. Next question, favorite concealer. I don't have a favorite under eye concealer. I have a few that I've used like through the years and liked them, but not enough that I would say is my favorite that I'm going to go purchase. But as far as face concealers, and I guess it's technically a corrector, but it's the Bye Bye Redness by IT Cosmetics. I use this every day under my foundation on my rosacea patches. And I mean, I have used a crap ton of that. I have, if you don't know, if you do know, you're probably sick of hearing it. I have rosacea. It's not that I just have like that overall flushing of the skin. I have two like giant red patches on my cheeks that are kind of like the bumpy kind, which is really fabulous, you know. And it's so hard to cover with foundation. So I can't really expect a foundation to cover it by itself because that's asking a lot, like a lot. So I use this underneath my foundation on those patches, and it covers it so wonderfully. I mean, it covers it great. The only downside about this is it's one shade, and I think this is a little deceiving because the glass is like that amber color, but it's a little dark, and in the summer it matches my skin tone, but as I'm like lightening up, it's a little darker than my skin, so I couldn't wear it on its own. But if you're a little bit darker than me, then you can wear it on its own and it would be great, especially for those days where you just don't want to put on a lot of makeup. Sometimes in the summer I'll just use these on those patches, fill in my eyebrows, and you know, be out the door, and I'm not scaring everybody. So it's really great stuff, and I will definitely repurchase that. Okay, favorite face powder. I had kind of forgotten about one of these until Pam mentioned it in her video, and it's the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powders, and this is the diffuse light, and I used to use this all the time. It's the kind of yellow tone to them, and it just gives your skin like a little bit of this, it just makes your skin look better. It doesn't necessarily set my makeup, it doesn't necessarily control oil or anything like that, but it's just like a finishing powder that just gives your face like this extra good look. And I really need to start using it again because it is great, and I'm so glad she mentioned it because I had completely forgotten about it, and I love it. But as far as like a real powder to give you a little bit of coverage, set your makeup, I've had it a while, but it's kind of been like a new love, so I don't want to say it's my favorite. But as far as face powders, not finishers, it's probably the only face powder I've ever loved, and it's the Balance and Brighten by Laura Geller. This is the shade Fair, and it works fine for me, so I'm going to keep using it. And it is like a, I mean, I've already almost leveled it off. It's a foundation powder foundation, but I could never get away with just using powder for coverage. So it gives me a little bit of extra coverage. It sets my makeup. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't break me out. It still gives you, like, I feel like I still have a little bit of like a luminous look to my skin even using it. I really, really like it. Definitely worth checking out. Both of those. Under eye setting powder. I don't have one I've used that is just like amazing. I have the Benefit Powder Flodge, which is discontinued, that I'm using currently, and I like it fine. I bought the Bare Minerals Well Rested a few years back, and it was just not light enough. Like if I'm going to add something special, my hair is like looking really flat. If I'm going to add an extra powder just for my under eyes, I want it to be a little brightening. I want to try the Secret Brightening Powder by Laura Mercier. And there's another one I've been seeing people talk about lately that I was curious about. But, you know, once I finish the Powder Flodge, then we'll see. So far, I haven't tried one that is my ride or die. Okay, blush. If you've been watching me for a while, then this should be no surprise. Norris Madly. I did put it on today. I took it out of my makeup drawer. I hadn't worn it in a while. I've been using others. I've been really trying to go through my collection and wear a different blush each day and decide, do I really want to keep it or not? And this one I hadn't used in a while because I know I want it. It looks like the most nothing color in the pan. And I don't know if you can tell, but it definitely kind of deepens up on the face. It is so pretty. It is like that natural color that you can wear with anything. You can wear it with a smoky eye. You can wear it with a red lip. You can build it up if you're doing like a lot of like light eye makeup. You can build it up to make it look like more of like a standout blush. It just is so amazing. It has a little bit of shimmer, but it doesn't translate on the cheek. It may look like the most boring blush when you go in Sephora, but have somebody put it on you. I think it is so great. It is just like, if you said, Daylene, you can only have one blush, it would be this. I might have to pick like a peach also to go with it, but it is my favorite. And I rave about it all the time. Okay, favorite bronzer. Hands down, probably. I did finish my Benefit Hoola recently, and I really grew to love it a lot. But I'm going to have to say my Hourglass Luminous Bronze Bronzer. I only use this in the summer, and I've been reaching for it more since I finished the Hoola. It is shimmery, but it's not, I don't think it's too shimmery. It is just, it's such a pretty bronzer on the face. It is so beautiful. These Hourglass face products are just, they are great. Just everything about them, they are just amazing. They perform so well. They have another shade that's a little bit darker, but from what I've seen, it's not really different enough to warrant both. And I think that one is a little more orangey, where this one is just, it is so, so pretty. So I would say this is definitely my favorite bronzer of all time. And I love bronzer. Okay, my favorite highlight. I'm not like a crazy highlight person because I do have the cheek textures, and there for a while I was going without wearing any highlight on my cheeks. And I've been getting back into it again because my skin was getting a little bit better and it was summertime. And I really pared down my highlights, and I was actually thinking of doing like a little highlight collection video because I have so few that the ones I have I really like. And I don't know, I guess I'm gonna have to go with my Becca highlights. Probably Opal is my favorite. I have it on my cheeks today very lightly. It's so pretty. Like, it is so freaking pretty. You've all seen it a million times. And then I figured I would show the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette because it is really great too. This is Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop. I don't really reach for the Prosecco Pop very much because it is a lot more gold and almost yellow on my skin, but I'll mix the two. But this, I'm fine with it because I do like the blushes and the Champagne Pop. I really wanted Champagne Pop. I never wanted to bite the bullet, but then when this came out, it was like, yes, I want to pick it up. So I would say just the Becca highlights are really pretty, but they are, I mean, they are really in your face highlights. So if you don't want something like that, then skip it. Sorry for playing with my hair, but it's really annoying me in the video. So if I had to say my favorite highlight, it would be that for sure. Okay, favorite mascara. I don't have it currently in my collection because I'm working through some others, but it's probably L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. It's probably like my ride or die that I know I can depend on. Hands down favorite. I really like the Chanel La Volume de Chanel a lot as well. I really like the Marc Jacobs new Mod Noir mascara, but I haven't used those as long and as many times, like repurchase tubes, so it's hard for me to say they're my ride or die. So it would probably be the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black, and I really need to get another tube of that because it has been a hot minute since I've had that, and it is really good stuff. Okay, lipstick. These questions, this was really hard for me because it's like I have so many lipsticks and I like them. I like a lot of them, or I wouldn't keep them all. But I really thought about which ones would be like I have to repurchase. I have so many nudes that it's really hard to say like what is my favorite nude because it's just, I don't know, that's really hard. I couldn't narrow it down to one. I did pick two. The first one, and this is not necessarily like my typical color, but it's the Tom Ford Lip Color Matte in the shade Pussycat. I'm wearing it today. I kind of tap it on and blend it in a little bit. I don't go like full from the bullet. It is a darker shade, but it's just so pretty. It's like a fall winter shade, but a lot of people would wear it year round. It's just something I kind of wait for like when the weather starts cooling off to wear. It is so freaking pretty. I know it's expensive. I know it's Tom Ford. I love it. The formula, the way it looks, the way it wears, I just really like it. And then total other end of the spectrum, this Revlon Color Burst Lacquer Balm in Demure. It is like the prettiest soft baby pink. I'm gonna pile it on the swatch because you can see it on the lips, but it doesn't translate well in a swatch. It's kind of that nude, cool tone baby pink, but not like bubblegum, not too blue. You know, that on me, that really cool tone pink just looks a little weird. It's not like that. It is just such a pretty color. It goes with anything. I love it so much. There's a lot of nudes, like I said, but these two are just, I mean, they're my favorites. So I could not mention both of them. Okay, favorite gloss. It is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfectors. This is the shade, what is the shade? I have no idea. Where is the freaking shade? 07. I also have the baby pink one, which is probably my favorite of the two, but I like this one a lot. Everything down to the squeeze tube, the sponge tip applicator. Hold on one second. Sorry. The smell, it smells like cake. It is just a pretty gloss. It's a nice color. It does not, It's not sticky. I just absolutely love it. If you have not tried these Clarins Lip Perfectors, I really suggest picking one up. I think it's the shade 1, whatever the really light pink one is. That's the one I really think you should pick up. But this one's pretty too. It's kind of like a mauve type shade. Okay, my favorite liquid lipstick. It's not necessarily like the best thing ever because I don't love liquid lipstick like so many people do. I kind of got into the craze and was buying a few, and I've just kind of realized it's not for me. I don't love it, but the best liquid lipstick that I do have is the Dose of Colors one, preferably in the shade Truffle. This is a little more moussey and creamy than the other liquid lipsticks that are so drying, and I do really like this shade. I also have it in Stone, which I do like as well, but I'm not like liquid lipstick isn't a must-have for me, but out of the liquid lipsticks I've tried, Dose of Colors is the best formula. Okay, lashes. I do not wear false lashes, so I cannot say I have a ride or die. Eyeshadow palette. This was really hard too. I guess I don't know. Like some people had this one, like I saw so many people, Pam, various people would show ones and they were like so used that they were like almost used up. I guess I'm gonna have to say my chocolate bar palettes by Too Faced. If I had to pick like to only, I could probably get rid of my other ones and keep these and be happy. They're my kind of palettes. I love them more than anything else. They're great. I like the Too Faced eyeshadows too. Okay, setting spray. I don't have one here. I don't think setting sprays really do a whole lot for me. I don't know. So I don't love it. And last but not least, perfume. Hands down, my favorite. I did a perfume tag video, which has already gone up, so you would know the answer to this if you watched it probably. It's the Hermes Amber Narguilé. It is so freaking delicious. This, I bought a little set of the 4, and this is my last one. So I've been hoarding this for kind of like the fall and winter to start back. I sprayed it today. I say it smells like sexy apple pie. It's kind of amber, warm, like creamy, bakery, musky. I don't know how to describe it. It smells so good. If you have not smelled this and you have the opportunity, smell it. It's a website, I believe it's called theperfumedcourt.com, like C-O-U-R-T. It might just be Perfumed Court, but I think it's they sell any kind of perfume sample that you want. You can purchase it on the size you want, whether you want like the typical kind that you take the lid out or whether you want a sprayer. They have probably every perfume known to man. So if there's any kind of high-end perfume that you're ever curious about, go on there. I do that a lot of times because sometimes there's a lot of, you know, high-end perfumes or just whatever that I may not want to shell out the price for a whole bottle, or there's no way I could ever smell it without, you know, them because they don't have the counters in my area. This I did actually purchase blindly. I just had such faith that I would like it, and I do. But anyways, go to the Perfumed Court and order yourself a sample if you're at all curious about it. It is definitely the way to purchase it. And even on eBay, people sell like these and samples if you're, you know, that curious. But anyways, that is all for this tag. Thank you so much for tagging me, Pam. It was fun. It was hard. I hope these answers, like I think I forgot something in my turning off the video. You know, I actually pulled up Jaclyn Hill's info box because, I don't know, I just did. Actually, I haven't watched her video. I watched Pam's, and she mentioned, I think she mentioned 2 different things that I don't see here, and I had already pulled them out, so let me show you. My little boobaloo got up, and she distracted me. Okay, an eyeliner and a lip liner. My favorite lip liner is the Chanel Natural Lip Liner. It is so natural. I have it on today. I can wear it with anything. It's just the kind of like your lip color, not your lip color, but better or a little bit deeper, but just like your lip. To wear, I don't really like a big, like I don't want something a lot darker to outline my lips. I don't know, it's not a look that I typically like or go for on myself, and so this just gives you like that subtle definition to where it's like, oh, there's your lip line. I don't know, that's what I really like, and I have loved it for a while. And then for eyeliner, I don't have like a hands down favorite eyeliner, but one product that I always reach for if it goes with my eyeshadow look, which it does probably, I don't know, 8 out of 10 times, is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in Amethyst. I have it on today and I just wear it on my lower lash line. I don't really love the look of eyeliner on my lower lash line, but I like a little bit of definition. And this gives you just enough to where it's just a little bit there, but it's not a stark line. I don't just like that look on myself. And I do rotate this with the Clinique Ample Amber. I do find that that works a lot, but I like this better because it is a little bit more of a eyeliner. So that's the only thing I have on my lower lash line today. So it gives you definition, but it's softer, I guess. So anyways, that is all for this tag. It was some good stuff I talked about. So if you make videos and you haven't done it, please do it because I think it's really fun. I definitely try to pick items that were like not necessarily new, because sometimes you get like swayed by your newer things. I tried to really like think back to ones that were like all-time favorites. So anyways, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching and have a good day. Bye.